For the next 2 days, you and I are going by foot island hopping in the Finnish archipelago. For free. For free? Yes, for free. What a beautiful Friday evening. To get to this place, you have to take a 5-minute ferry ride to an offshore bigger island. And then you can hike out even further out to the archipelago. That spring sun just feels awesome. Wow. That is so cool. Oh yeah. This is just like from that MacGyver episode that they walked over this rope bridge, a hang bridge, and that guy fell over and MacGyver saved him. This island that we started from, that is an offshore island that you can get to by a car ferry. It runs all year, so it's easy to access this recreation area. If you're afraid of heights, just even a little, and wobbly bridges, this isn't the place for you. The island that we are going to reaches beyond the first island. There should be a second bridge that we have to cross. Hello, swans. Don't mind me. This trail started from this copper island. Now we're on the long island. The plan is to venture out further into the archipelago. The island we are heading for is called the Big Sand Island. back in the old days, over the course of the summer, they would bring out sheep and cows to these smaller islands. And here they would walk and feed freely. This is bridge number 2. And what was the name of that island? Sand Island. So now we're hopping over to Big Sand Island. Game trail. I'll bet you $10 that is a raccoon dog crossing. Imagine these islands in the heat of the summer, hopping from one island to the other for free. So just a bit to go. We're gonna take this one. A half a click to go. Well, out of the thick spruce forest, suddenly there was a shelter. I read somewhere that they're built in the 80s. The timber looks fine, but the roofing, it needs some work. I'm gonna hook you guys up with some blue juice. There you go. Well, a quick look at this place, and it's supplied with outhouses, axes, hand saws. The rumors said that the wood supply here is close to zero. That's why I brought my own firewood. The chimney doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna gather up some twigs and keep that fire small for a couple of hours. I don't think that this fireplace gets much use, at least not in the winter, so I want to heat up that chimney slowly. I'm thinking of setting up my hammock right here at this cape. So, the plan for tonight. We're just gonna have a quick dinner here. I'm gonna head out to that small cape, set up the hammock there, and we're gonna get some shut-eye.
So things went sideways fast. The hammock has a mosquito netting. It's attached to the hammock, but you set up some extra lines for that. To cover my back, I put the foam pad, and then to get some cover from the wind, I took my wool blanket and cocooned this hammock with the wool blanket. I'm pretty well sheltered here from the wind. In the evening, when I crawled in my sleeping bag, I dozed off for an hour or two. It's a little bit chilly. When I hiked out, I got sweaty, and I really didn't dry off well before I came to bed. I think my clothes were a little damp when I came inside my sleeping bag. So that's why I am a little bit cold. Not much, but just a pinch. I opened 2 hand warmers. That'll do the trick. Well, it's about midnight. Good morning, guys. I woke up to raindrops falling on my hammock. This is not rainproof, so I have to get out of here fast. Did you hear that? A golden-eye diver duck. Oh yes.
Well, I've just taken the camp down. I'm all packed up. In the back is north, and we are heading in that direction. So now we've got about 1.5 clicks to our next destination. I think there are 3 of these cabins on these islands. On the plaque it read 1983, a year before I was born. 1st of November 1983. The sun is peeking out. Let's get going. If you, as a tourist, are fantasizing about hiking, exploring, camping, and island hopping the Finnish archipelago for free, welcome. As my all-time favorite Polish YouTuber would say, flippin' heck. Here is a good example of how not to do it. This is a perfect location here for a tent camping area in the summer. But they have made a DIY fire pit in the heat of the summer, and they leave this place, and this ground starts burning, things could go sideways really fast. I want to leave my pack here and explore, because we are taking this route back to the car, but there should be a swimming spot here, and I think it's out on this cape here. Let's go and explore that. This hut is in better condition than the one that I stayed in. A nice sandy beach with a small fire pit. If you use these outhouses, there's a bucket of sawdust and wood chips, and that is for if you poop, you put some of these sawdust on the poop, and that makes the composting effect with the poop and sawdust. I think they call it that it starts to burn. The composting effect is burning. So poop turns into compost, and that gives nutrients to the nature. Yes. This place even has a fairly good supply of firewood. Maybe because this place, I would say, is much more popular with that beach and everything. Morning is turning into noon. I have only hiked for about 2-3 kilometers, but when you film and take pictures, I've done about 1 kilometer per hour, so I'm gonna throw you guys on my back and then we're gonna sprint out of here. A quick reminder: every time I've done one of these Nordic wild camps, I always like to put the link to the recreation area in the video description. So if you're interested in this Copper Island hiking trail, link in the video description. I would recommend doing these islands overnight. In the summer, with a tent or a hammock, perfect. Perfect. If you've managed to watch until the end and you like the video, give a thumbs up and maybe write a little comment. Bloody hell. At the end of the video I've got some playlists that you can watch. That's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Next week, actually. Bye.